Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our first ever virtual New Parents Night. My name is David Huckville, the Director of Admission and Post-Secondary Counseling. I feel fortunate to have met many of you and your children throughout this admissions process. We have over 100 new students joining us for next year, all the way from 16 little ones for junior kindergarten up to 2 new students for grade 12. It's truly an impressive group, and their parents aren't bad either. While we aren't able to gather in person tonight, the last few months have shown us how a tight-knit and creative community can continue to learn and share in new and meaningful ways. In our most recent New Parent Backpack that we shared with you, we included highlights of some of the truly innovative and engaging remote learning happening here at Country Day, all the way from JK through to grade 12. We also love to sing and are good at it. Not me, and I won't sing now, but as a community, we've enjoyed some really special events. We've had 2 virtual coffee houses in the last few weeks. It was actually our first ever alumni coffee house. It was great, and to date there's been over 700 views, and 500 of those views came that very evening synchronously during the live premiere. The goal for tonight is to continue the welcome feeling that we hope you felt from the first time you stepped on campus. Normally, a team of school officials and volunteers from our very active CDS Parents Association would greet you in person at this event. So after this video presentation, key team members are going to join in on the informal Google Meet that we have starting after the presentation component. We have a few team members who wanted to share some thoughts with you up front. And so with no further ado, I will turn the stage over and let them introduce themselves.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jasmeet Chowdhury, and I hope my message finds you and your family well. As incoming president of the Parent Association, I'd like to welcome you to the CDS community. The Country Day School is committed to offering not only a superior educational experience, but one that is sensitive to the needs of each and every student, enabling learning and equipping students for life. CDS truly strives to attain education with balance. My son Jovan and my daughter Karen joined CDS in grade 3 and are graduating from the junior school this year. The memorable moments are too many to recount, but I do recall a junior school assembly where our director of the junior school and deputy head of school, Ann Wildberger, told the students the story of the willow tree. In facing challenges and obstacles, her message, "Try to be flexible like a willow tree," has truly resonated with my kids and stuck with them. Every child is unique, so too will their experience and journey to success be. Of course, with every new experience, opportunities for challenges, learning, and growth present themselves. One thing you can count on from CDS is the support, depth, and warmth of the extended school community. Your child will be in an environment that truly facilitates learning with purpose and integrity. So what does the school community mean for the parents? Personally, I have felt a genuine sense of community by attending and being part of the annual school auction, being a grade parent, attending parent socials and coffee mornings, and getting involved with the Parent Association. Having an opportunity to engage with other parents, staff and faculty, and also the administration reaffirms that choosing Country Day was hands down the best decision for our family. CDS is far from being a place that our kids attend school. Thanks to the Parent Association, which you are now all members of, we are part of something greater, a group of parents continuing to foster the tradition of an amazing parent community. On behalf of the Parent Association, I would like to extend a special thank you to Director of Admission, David Huckville, our Head of School, Mr. John Liggett, Brent Johnson and Tracy Scott from the Office of Community Relations, and our heads of the junior, middle, and senior schools, Mrs. Wildberger, Mr. Waldron, and Mrs. Bland, respectively, for hosting this virtual welcome. I leave you with my final thoughts. Being a parent is tough in the best of times. Given our current situation, that is proving to be even more challenging. Having our school community to rely on is indeed a comfort. At CDS, beyond nurturing academic excellence, our kids will be taught about ethics, generosity, social and global awareness, community involvement, and how to be selfless. Our kids will learn to be an integral part of community while reaching for the stars and attaining their personal goals. Welcome to the Country Day School community and enjoy this incredible journey.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Country Day School's first remote new parent night. I am actually John Liggett, head of school, and I'm out on our 100-acre property today for the first time using this technology to record one of my addresses, and actually struggling with my first use of really what I'd like to think of as a selfie stick, but it's actually a tool that our premises department uses to pick up inadvertent pieces of garbage, and so it's probably gonna get dropped at least once or twice. And this talk is entirely unscripted, and there's no one in front of me with storyboards that I'm reading off of, so you're gonna get some thoughts from my heart about your joining the community and joining it at this particular strange juncture in time, as we all face these challenges none of us thought we'd ever be facing. So rest assured, the entire team here at Country Day is working hard at trying to figure out what's safe and what's best in terms of return to school in September. Thankfully, time is somewhat on our side. We've got a long summer break coming up in which we hope things continue to go the way they're somewhat going now with the pandemic, and that is in a good direction. And we'll have better line of sight as the weeks and months pass as to what's possible. We await further guidelines from the Government of Ontario around schools, and know that I'm quite optimistic that we as a school at Country Day are actually set up to weather that storm particularly well. It won't be without challenges, of course, but given we are a small, nimble school without multiple layers of bureaucracy to work through, without a unionized structure to struggle with, we believe our folks will be able to present some safe and creative solutions for what education might look like when we get back in September. And so far this term, of course, we've, like everyone else pretty much in the world, been channeled over to remote learning, and I'm so proud of our team. We've done an excellent job doing just that, and educating our kids in a fashion that nobody ever thought we would. And it's gone well, but I will say quite candidly, it's something we hope is a temporary fix to this problem, because our program of education here at CDS is so focused on relationships and developing them face to face, and all the skills that one could characterize as being not of the digital variety but of the analog variety. Talking with each other, working in groups, figuring out how to interact personally with one another, between peer-to-peer and teacher to student. It's really a crucial component of our model, and we very much look forward to returning to that norm as soon as possible. I'm sure everyone has tons of questions. Frankly, I do too. I have many more things in the question column right now than in the answer column. But I trust that over the next weeks and months, the answer column will duly fill in, and we'll be able to share more plans with you. In the meantime, you can see in my background, we have this lovely, lovely facility here, 100 acres behind the school. We're just passing by, I'll tilt the camera a little, and a marsh. There's a Eversley River actually runs through our property and hooks up with the Humber River, which is also on our property, the headwaters of the Humber. And it's a lovely place. One of the things we will be able to do is make even more extensive use of this great property and get outside with a purpose and do some of our curriculum, as we always do, outside. And we look forward to having all of your sons and daughters here, some 800 students on campus here in the fall with us. And I wish you all the best. I wish you a safe summer. All of the team will be on the Google Meet after this to answer some of your questions. We hope to be able to answer. There's so few answers these days, but we'll do our very best. And all the best, and welcome to the CDS community. Thanks, everybody.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ann Walberger, and I'm the director of the junior school. Our goal in the junior school is to provide the best start possible for our young learners. The junior school is a busy, happy place where teachers and students come together and learn and explore the many wonders of this world. It is a place where teachers will help your children learn the importance of kindness, compassion, integrity, flexibility, and resilience. We like to compare life in the junior school to that of a baby kangaroo who hops to and fro from the security of the pouch. So too in the junior school do our students work on taking risks and becoming more independent, while always being surrounded by the security of adults. And we know that that is essential for them to grow to become lifelong learners. In the junior school, we make a pledge to each other to always try our best to be our best each and every day. Welcome to the Country Day School. I look forward to taking this journey with you and your little kangaroo. Thank you.
Good evening, new parents, and welcome to this evening's virtual event. My name is Rob Waldron, and I am the director of the middle school. The opportunity to educate other people's children is a privilege, bringing with it huge responsibility. In the middle school, we take this responsibility extremely seriously. Our faculty place a high priority on getting to know the students in their care. We care deeply about the individual student and pride ourselves in the warmth of a community in which all our students feel valued and cared for. Transitions are an exciting time, but they can also be a difficult time, particularly for the middle schooler, as peer relationships demand a great deal of attention. Middle school requires a huge amount of patience from both parents and teachers in order to maintain a good relationship. The research tells us that one of the single greatest factors affecting student success is the relationship forged between student and teacher. Our middle school faculty recognize this connection and are committed to fostering professional yet kind and caring relationships where each student's needs are supported and addressed. As students enter the middle school years, they begin to have two needs. One is a need for increased independence. The other is an increasing need for meaningful interactions with adults who are not their parents. In other words, the middle school student craves freedom but also wants adult support. From his book, Meet in the Middle, Rick Wormeli writes, "They are fiercely independent, yet paradoxically they crave social interaction. They move from concrete to abstract thinking, sounding like adults in some topics and young children when discussing others. To paraphrase, most of all, they want to belong." In the middle school, we see it as our responsibility to draw out our students' talents, to broaden their interests and develop their personal qualities. Our students are encouraged to approach new opportunities with confidence and to learn to think for themselves while being mindful of the needs and views of others. As director of middle school, my faculty and I believe passionately in the importance of the individual. Every student is valued for his or her own sake and is encouraged to develop his or her own talents to their full potential in a supportive and caring community. Thank you and welcome again to the Country Day School.
Good evening, new families, and welcome to the Country Day School. We can't wait to welcome you literally in the walls of our building. I know I would have met some of you when you came to open houses or when your students came for their interviews, but we look forward to having good conversations with you over the next 4 years as your students, your children, travel with us together through the high school. It's a really, really important part of their lives. It's an important time as they transition between being sort of middle school, elementary age, and before you know it, they'll be heading off to university. So these are going to be 4 very important years together, and we look forward to sharing that journey with you. We're here to support you, and we will do that in all kinds of ways. We have our team of counselors, we have our academic director, we have an amazing group of teachers, and we are here to support your family as your child grows and figures out just who they're going to be when they leave the Country Day School. We will for sure get to know your children well and really, really quickly. One of the things I always notice with a new student in our school is, I'll say good morning to them at the locker, and they sort of look at like, okay, who are you? And before you know it, they know, I know who they are, we know who they are, and they're saying, good morning, Miss Bland, how are you? And we have such great relationships. We know our children well, and we will get to know your children really well. We have a very strong sense of community. We look forward to you being part of that. We also have incredible teachers who will inspire your students, and we look forward to figuring out where are the niches that they will fit. Will they be in robotics? Will they be in the concert band? Maybe they'll be in both, and maybe they'll also be on the rugby field, and maybe they'll be excelling in the math contests. One of the things we really enjoy is helping our students figure out just where their specialties are. So welcome aboard. We can't wait to meet you in person, and we really hope that you enjoy this evening.
I want to take this chance to thank our presenters this evening. It's great that they were able to share their unique insights into CDS and help us welcome you. I specifically want to thank Jasmeet Chowdhury. It's wonderful when a parent can speak to other parents and share their experience. So thank you, Jasmeet. We're going to begin to include all of you, our new parents, in our regular, typically weekly, electronic newsletter backpacks that we send out to families. So you'll have that information shared with you throughout the summer. We're going to transition now to the live portion of the evening, the Google Meet. And we're thinking of this as a pretty informal opportunity. It's nice these days just to be in the same virtual space together. I'll serve as an MC of sorts. I have some additional updates to share. Many of the same team members who presented and a few more will also be on the meet, so that if some questions come up, and we'll take some few general questions just to see if there's some things we can help with, and we'll carry forward with that. And so we'll see you over in the Google Meet. The link is here at the site for the video presentation. It was also sent in the reminder, and so we'll meet you in the Google Meet. See you shortly.